Thanks for joining us this morning for this edition of the Connection Point. We're very excited to have Jeffrey Hamilton from Coffee on Rayford with us this morning in beautiful downtown Selma. Good morning, Jeffrey.
Good morning.
How you doing today?
Oh, I'm doing great. It's rainy outside, but I feel good. Working on a lot of things.
So tell us about all the things going on in Selma, but specifically your brand new coffee shop.
Oh God, I don't know where to start sometimes. We've got a lot of stuff going on in Selma. We started, my sister and I, a couple years back, started talking about a coffee shop, and she was wanting a coffee. She was wanting a second time around shop with a coffee pot in the back, and as we talked about it for over a year, or probably two. It came about that we just need a coffee shop because of the Rudy Theater in downtown Selma didn't have anywhere to go and get a cup of coffee or get a snack. So we looked for a couple buildings and one fell through, cost a little bit of money to find out why we didn't need that building. And then another building come through and we were able to purchase it. And I think what we needed to do was to spark growth. And with the Rudy bringing in 13, 15,000 people a year, we just thought, why not? So we started working on that. And it did spark some interest in town. Have I answered that good enough? Or
Absolutely. So tell us, I know that I've been around watching the journey as you bought the building and did all the repairs. Tell us about your journey from, getting into the building and getting things started. I know you did a ton of renovations, and what all did you have to do to get the doors open?
Oh Lord, well, the building was in disarray. It was really bad shape. The roof was leaking. The floor was pretty much gone. I did think we had to put a floor in it, but we went in this building and started tearing out what had been added to this building. This building was built in 1910. Once we started taking out the stuff that people had put in over the years, cheap fixes, we noticed it was just a beautiful building. So my sister's been in the paint business for 35 years, and she had an eye for decoration and what it should look like. And of course, I had to talk her into a few things like keeping the original wooden ceiling because it was so much work to get it fixed. But it was really in good shape. So ended up, we had to put a new roof on it, brand new electrical, brand new plumbing, brand new floor. So that building is up to date, and it is on the books as up to code for 2021. Electrical, plumbing, everything. So the journey was tough, but we started this thought process before COVID, and we were purchased the building, and we were going to work on it. Take 2 years to do it. COVID come along, and I was laid off from my original job, so we were able to tackle it, and we were open in 1 year after we purchased the building. So it's been a journey, but the town leaders stepped up and well, they were for it, and then we had the electricians, the town's leaders in the utilities were willing to help us. So we got new water feeds, new electrical feeds, pretty much everything. The town did stand behind us and supported us greatly, along with, I think I even talked to you about the coffee shop, and you gave me some valuable information to follow up on. It's just a learn and live, and let me give a plug to the Johnston County Business Center. You go there, I went through them to get a plan together, finance, how I was going to handle everything. That's the journey, and that's the journey we all have to go through if we're going to open something.
Well, great. Tell us about the coffee shop. I was over there yesterday, and your sister made me. I told her, I said, I need something that makes sure it tastes great, but I don't have any calories. And she says, I got you covered. And she made me this wonderful latte that had no guilt, as she called it.
Yeah. Well, she's a sweetheart. We both didn't know about the coffee business when we started, and bless her heart, she was scared to death. But we did find a coffee supplier, and he was an entrepreneur to help people get into business. Uh, so we went to him, and she did personal training, and he sells all of our products to us. Uh, People look at coffee shops like there's nothing else in there but coffee, but we have frappes, which are frozen drinks, iced coffee, smoothies, and my sister learned of mocktails, which are mixed drinks without alcohol. So that caters to the children and people who just don't drink. Uh, it's a, uh, as recover, uh, we thought that was a grand idea. Up north, there are a lot of them. They're everywhere. So we thought we would bring one to North Carolina. We haven't heard of one in North Carolina yet. So especially so. And then, of course, that's why we have so much to offer to everyone in the family. And of course, we're lucky. I'm gonna plug across the street, old-fashioned ice creams across the street. So I don't care if you come to Selma on Roper Street, you can get something, a treat.
Yep. Yeah. It's interesting that one business sparks another, and after you were kind of the trailblazer there in the coffee, and then we got ice cream, and now there's a couple other little food places popping up, and a lot of things going on. You're also a part of a group called Activate Selma. Can you tell us a little bit about them as well?
I sure can. Activate Selma was a grassroots uh, idea. Cindy Brooks, I hope she don't mind me mentioning her name. She volunteered in the town of Selma for the Visitors Bureau, and we were not getting visitors, or we were closed when a visitor would come by. So she stuck it out, and I would walk by, and I would step in and just talk to her about Selma and how can we grow. And she, myself, and two others sat down and said, okay, why can't we create a kind of a business citizen awareness of what can we do to bring growth? And Activate Selma was born. Uh, it is a group that we get meet every Wednesday morning at 9 o'clock at different locations. And the idea was just to bring people into other businesses that they don't generally walk into. Uh, so it actually just multiplied and people came on board. Our motto was to come and see what can you bring to the table in a positive manner. The old stories that are broken, we got to get rid of them. So we did. And so we invited other people, and I think we're up to about 90 strong now. About anywhere from 10 to 15, 16 people meet every Wednesday morning. I mean, every Wednesday morning, a lot of us are there. And what we're doing is just sparking each other's, interest in what can we do and support each other.
Yeah, that's fabulous. I've been involved in a number of downtowns in my career, and you can do all of the infrastructure and planning, but if you don't have that grassroots effort, the actual owners and drivers of those businesses really coming together to understand how they they connect with each other, and together they are much stronger. And your group has proven that in a very short period of time. So thank you. I appreciate that hard work down there.
You're welcome. And the town is, that what we've done is tried to create a group that we could bring to the town council and ask to get on board with different projects. And it's working. It's every town goes through, what can we do to grow? So we just thought in Selma, being this kind of being laid back, I say a little too long because all the storefronts were closed and falling down. We were able to just bring the excitement. And Zena and I, we thought it was an opportunity to put our money where our mouth's at, because it's easy to complain that nothing's happening. And then we make something happen, and then somebody goes, well, we've got a coffee shop, let's go for So I do believe we did spark a lot of people's interest in coming and investing in Selma. But really, when I get down to the very what started this, Mike, Kevin Doherty with the Triangle Development Group, Adventure Development, he stood in a council meeting one day and said, if you're willing to invest in Selma, now's the time because we're fixing to let it rip. So I think that stuck to me more than anything that I can remember. And of course, that's when I went to my sister and said, okay, I think the time is right. And people had a lot of doubt, man. People had a lot of doubt. And I guess that's what drives me when people says it can't be done. Uh, that drives me more than anything I could know of.
Well, Jeffrey, I thank you for spending some time with us today, and encourage everyone to take a minute, drive to downtown Selma and get a great cup of coffee at Coffee on Rayford. And then visit all those other stores down there. There's a lot more there than most people believe is there. And if it exists, it's already in downtown Selma. So thank you, Jeffrey. We appreciate you being with us today.
Thank you. I appreciate all you do at the chamber. You bring us all together, actually. And I think y'all are a hidden gem, but we will work getting everybody on board. So thank you for all you do.
Thank you. You have a great day.
You too.